Ooh, good question. Self-affirmation, which I think is something we all learn to do. We're not necessarily that good at it at the beginning, or sometime in adulthood we become quite bad at that, I think. But I like that I'm an empathetic person, and I like that I'm an intelligent person. I think those are two things, if I can offer two things that I really appreciate about myself. I think I have a pretty positive attitude to life. I hope I do. I believe in doing more good in the world than bad, really making that effort, trying to only do good in the world if you can, but we're only human, so it's easier said than done. Um, and staying positive, not stressing the little things in life. I really believe in that. I think we're just here for too short a time in the overall scheme of things. So don't stress the little stuff. Find the big things to stress and worry about if and when the time comes. Try to find your purpose in life. Um, and yeah, just enjoy yourself and find that purpose and don't stress the little things while you're here. Oh, goodness. I'm gonna feel guilty at the end of this question because there'll be wonderful actors that I admire that I haven't named, and then for some absurd reason I'll feel guilty because even though those mega famous people are probably unlikely to be searching my spotlight or whatever and seeing this video, I'll feel bad that I didn't mention them. And then equally, my family, uh, singling out people is really hard. I come from a really large family and I love them all. There's no black sheep in our family, and I admire everyone in different ways for different reasons, but my whole family, my parents, I admire them so much. Their level of commitment to family and the love and the positivity that they've always shown. 7 children. Yes, I'm one of 7. And then my 6 siblings. And then their partners. And then the nieces and the nephews. And the list goes on. I admire all of my family, aunties, uncles. Actors, well, I don't know, just people who are just so dedicated and who explore and keep discovering and growing. Meryl Streep, of course, Emma Thompson, Judi Dench, Daniel Day-Lewis, Mark Rylance is a real favorite of mine over the last 5 to 10 years since I discovered him. Yeah, there's some names for you. Right, well, to work with, well, there's the friendliness and niceness and forming good rapport with people. That's all in the mix when I'm working with people. I think I'm a real team player. I love working as part of a team. I think that's one of my favorite bits about acting and drama and writing in that creative world. The collaborative nature of our industry. I really enjoy forming those connections and crafting art as part of a team. So I'm a team player. I think I'm a positive contributor. I like to bring ideas. And while I am friendly and nice, I don't let the team settle for second best lightly. But I do it in a friendly way. So that's okay, yeah? Greatest strength. Well, if I can defer to my previous answers about what I admire in myself, I think my empathy, I see that as a great strength. I think I see my intelligence as a great strength. So one of those. I also am detail oriented, and I think it can be a strength and a curse. You got to learn how to use that and when to let it go. But yeah, I'm good with details, which I think is good for acting work. It's good for most types of work, but you just got to make sure that you don't get bogged down in the details of that much of the work, and you complete all of the work with the level of detail that you're comfortable with. So that's a real strength as well. Oh, more kind of self-affirmation in the eyes of others. Good questions. Well, I think I'm known as a nice person. And I suppose that can have sort of slightly bland or kind of naff connotations around it, the word nice. But I have come to discover that it's actually a really wonderful and powerful thing. I'm friendly, I get along with just about everybody. It can hardly think of examples in life of people I've had to encounter or work with that I didn't sort of get along with or form a rapport with. So I guess I'm friendly and nice. Ah, that's a funny question. Well, I mean, I'm a real dog person, but that's probably a typical sort of expected answer. So I'll offer another one. Um, Several years ago, I lived in a share house with three other people, and we were all actors in that world, and we hung out a lot. We got on great. It was wonderful. For a month or two, we were obsessed with the idea of finding people's spirit animals. So we found the spirit animal of everyone in the house, and then we sort of expanded it to our friendship circles and people we all knew. And what we came up with for me was a seal, which probably represents part of me, but hopefully not all of me. Anyway, the reason for that is, first of all, seal represents my last name, Searles. But it goes deeper than that, thankfully. It's also representative of the fact that I kind of turn into a different person when I'm swimming in the ocean. So swimming in the ocean is something I absolutely love to do, maybe just about more than anything else on Earth. And we were living near a beach at the time in Australia, and we were swimming there all the time in the warm months, and meeting up with each other when we could down at the beach. When I'm swimming in the water, I do sort of turn into a bit of a different, really focused person. Like, I need to catch the best waves. Not that I'm not focused in life, but I think the idea was that I'm normally so relaxed and laid back and, can be quite easygoing about things, really. So that's like a seal on land, just sunbathing on the sand. When I'm in the ocean catching my wave, I become just so driven to catch that wave. So it probably does look a bit bizarre when you're sitting on the sand watching me riding the wave. So I don't use any boards. I don't use a surfboard. I don't use a boogie board. It's just body surfing. So the idea of that is to try and sort of swim and float with the wave, latch onto it, and then your body, you sort of make it rigid in such a way that it becomes the board, I guess, and you are just riding that wave. And it's the biggest thrill when you get it right. But, I can be way out there where the waves are breaking, catch my wave, and then come all the way into the shallows. And I probably do look a bit like a seal, trying to hunt the poor little toddler in the shallows, trying to have fun with their parents. I have been known to collide with the odd toddler in the ocean, which isn't really fair on them or their families. They're just trying to have a holiday. So yeah, I got to be careful about that one. But yeah, I really turn into this sort of super fast, slick seal in the water. So that was where that came from. Yes. I think everyone in my family is creative, actually, in some way. Um, so my dad is really good with building, um, and, painting, like house painting. Um, he's really good at restoring furniture, reupholstering things, that kind of craftsmanship. He's a real craftsman, but I think there's a lot of creativity that goes into that. My mum's really good with sewing. She's great in the garden. They're both great in the garden. So those are creative things. We all learned music growing up. I've gone into drama and acting. Others have dabbled in that in the past. We have, everyone's good at drawing and painting and that kind of thing, I think. Yeah, I'd say as a family we have a knack for that kind of stuff, which is nice.